In this lesson, we're going to learn a little bit about factoring a difference of squares. In order to factor a difference of squares, we need to know our square root facts. So if you need to come back to this page, copy down these special numbers and figure out the square root of 1 is 1. The square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 9 is 3. These numbers underneath the square root are special cases, and that's what a difference of squares is. It is a special case that we're going to learn how to factor. So, to factor x to the second power minus 4. The trick to doing a difference of squares is to set your binomials up like this. And you're going to take, basically you're going to take the square root and you're going to split up each term. So if you have x to the second power, you can split the x's up as x and x. Now a difference of squares, this is the special case where you are guaranteed to have one of these binomials be positive and one will be negative. Now it's a matter of what's the square root of 4. Well, the square root of 4 is 2. Now think about it this way. I'm going to FOIL this and show you how this works. So if we double check our answer to see if we can get back to x squared minus 4. If we FOIL this, we'd have x times x, which is x squared, x times negative 2, which is minus 2x, 2 times x, which is positive 2x, and 2 times negative 2, which is minus 4. Notice how the middle terms will cancel out, and we're left with x squared minus 4. That is why factoring our difference of squares like this works. I'm going to breeze through a few other examples. If you need to fast forward to some harder examples, please do so. I'm going to do about 4 or 5 of them here for you. We'll get through it. So, now we've got y squared minus 64. Again, this is another easier case where we're going to split the y's up. And the square root of 64 is 8, so it's going to be y plus 8 and y minus 8. Two easy ones to start. Here's one that's a little bit harder. To factor this, we just need to worry about the number in front. We just need to split this term, this full term, up evenly. It's still going to be separated in a binomial with one being a positive, one being a negative. The square root of 9 is 3, and when I split up the x to the second power, I have x. So 3x times 3x is 9x squared. Square root of 16 is 4. So it's 3x plus 4 and 3x minus 4. In a difference of squares, you'll always match terms. These need to be the same, and these numbers need to be the same. You have a positive and a negative binomial. Let's take a look at this example. Y squared minus 144x squared. Well, to split up y to the second power, we just place a y in each term. Again, we have plus, minus. Take it one step at a time. The square root of 144 would be 12. And if I split up an x to the second power, I need to put an x next to that. Y times y is y to the second. 12x times negative 12x minus 144x squared. Since it's a difference of squares, we know those middle terms will cancel when we FOIL, as I showed in the very first example. I've got one more to show you. What if we have y to the 4th minus 16? That's a little bit more challenging, but we just need to know how to split up y to the 4th. Well, it's just like, what's the square root of 4? It's 2. So we can split this up as y to the 2nd times y to the 2nd. The square root of 16 is 4. So we have y squared plus 4 and y squared minus 4. if you notice, here's a special case where, oh, there's another difference of squares, y squared minus 4. I can split both of these terms up. So when I do it one more time, I'm left with y and y again, and we have the square root of 4, which is plus 2, and minus 2. And this y squared plus 4 just comes along for the ride. I can't simplify that one any further, but I could simplify the y squared minus 4. So sometimes we get this special case where we have one extra step to take.